No sia abo Ghana de Shimamba yema wajomo akwaba efamra insania television so ye justice Paul Bafu Boni atumuse ene wono na we fiti ne dwumadi ase se chief justice ewo on my Ghana mu ha sanso na akwanhia etai esi ewo ya kwantempo ahodo so titru ene school nkoda etwa kwan no mu ene association bi etumi akasa asra ban se kwan so jojo dwumadi no won fa bi embra se be na beboa ama akwanhia so etumi ate sanso ena nsemfofo mu ye be mo hu se edom kuma wo mra hwe bedofie esra aban se ye district assemblies common fund no kwame akoye se enipa bi eyi sika de afri wonu futuo no manu ti wosra aban se won hwe se wode sa sika no ebesan akoto futuo no emu ye be ko eye United States of America amanone nsemu nso ebe ye ade a enei US amanone wonu ma cho se eye weapons bi a wo supply edema Sudan man no wo cho se enei wonum eba abetwem ni na ensem bi kan we nu ho ni afofo bi na yabo no kase kwan so enegide mu nsem agokanse mu nsem ka ho a ye de be so se enwumre no nsia bremu kase ewo insania television so de wase sa brena bibia wunya daje nya abotretena wo TV ho ema ye de nsam no esomo midin efia boafo adepayenton krambe to ye ba kase boni twemu eto aso aba na eye dwade twemu ya na chief justice eye mampani boli di yewra Paul Bafu Boni ukopie mu ma hwebedwefie ma hwebedwefo etoto na no se beye wo begina tum na wababeye chief justice ewo oman mu na enei na ma hwebedwefo kwatena ase ebobo hu debate ho ase aso wo ba beye eye chief justice na se wonum enje no entum na nei ya gina tum de na ansa na no na eye mbobo hu no yankwana yankwohwe dia Emrashebedwefo ebinom ekayen na Emrashebedwene wogina mudema Akacha South ewo from Mantam no mu eye Yewra Bernard ahiafo ekasaye ede semsei etuja.
The committee recommends to the House by majority decision the approval of the nomination of Justice Paul Bafu Boni for the appointment as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. Right, Honorable Speaker, all the new patriotic members of the committee, minority, indicated before the vetting that they have voted against the nominee. Right, Honorable Speaker, the committee acting in accordance with the provisions of Article 1441 of the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana and Order 217 of the Standing Orders of Parliament, duly examined the nominee submitted by His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana for appointment as Chief Justice. Upon careful deliberations, the committee knows that the nominee demonstrated outstanding competence, a very deep knowledge of the law, and a firm grasp of the judicial ethics. He addressed questions posed by the committee with professionalism, clarity, and intellectual rigor. reflecting his capacity to uphold the independence, integrity, and dignity of the highest court of the land. The committee is satisfied that the nominee possesses the requisite qualification, judicial temperament, and commitment to constitutional values expected of Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana.
Brasa ebobo debate ahodro ekoso ewo mrashebedefie ewie yepe ena wonu na agye atomu se enei eye Justice Bafo Boni wono ena yaboni din se wo babe Chief Justice ewo Omai Ghana.
Honorable members, the motion has accordingly been adopted. This Honorable House has accordingly approved the nomination of Justice Paul Bafo Boni as Chief Justice of the Republic in accordance with Article 114, Clause 1 of the 1992 Constitution, respectively. I want to take this opportunity to, on behalf of the House, congratulate the nominee on his approval by Parliament. I urge the nominee to take all what has happened right up from the day of the nomination up to his approval, I should say prior approval by Parliament, into consideration in his tenure of office. Once again, congratulations.
Yet Kasie bono esone di natwemu ewo ensamfufo emu endra aweho samo esiye ewo Ewak Stadium ebra Ghana mebunu binom kobo dompemo ho ni na efa Ghana Armed Forces recruitment no enhuno enam so ma enipa binom eprepraye a nipa nsia ehwere wonom enkwanye yaya ewo honom de wonom praye no empanifo de wokopie mu ewo 37 aban aya asabia ewo honom ene eye Parliament Defense and Interior Committee abona kopie mu ewa ya sabie ho akohwe sede wonum a eja ya hwe no sede wo ho esitie.
The victims of yesterday's tragedy at the Ewak Stadium. I am here with my ranking member, Reverend Fojo, and the Vice Chairman, Honorable Peter Tobu. You all recall that yesterday in Parliament, the Right Honorable Speaker, Alban Bagbin, made some directives after a statement had been read, in fact, two statements in relation to the tragedy at Ewak by the Minority Chief Whip, Anodon Pre, and one other member from the majority side, Edem Agbana, about the need for Parliament to make some interventions with respect to what had happened yesterday. And so we are here in pursuit of the Speaker's directive that the committee takes steps, looks into the matter, the tragedy, whether it's in the form of a probe, an investigation, or whatever. That is a decision the committee will take. But in the meantime, we are aware that the Armed Forces itself has instituted a board of inquiry to establish what may have happened. We're not going to hold simultaneous investigations because of the consequences of such an approach. Be that as it may, we thought it wise to come visit the patients and to wish them well, give them the assurance that the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana cares about them, their welfare. Whatever happened, I mean, was tragic, very harrowing experiences. just imagining what must have happened. I mean, these are youngsters who are yearning to serve in our armed forces. And you see, if you are not patriotic, you will not want to serve in the armed forces. Because I recently returned from Nigeria and I witnessed the vetting of the service chiefs. And one of them made a remark which was very profound. He said that, look, it takes a touch. Don't misquote me or don't take me out of context. I am quoting somebody, one of the service chiefs of the Nigerian armed forces. He said it takes a touch of madness for one to want to become a soldier. Because you and I, when we see danger, we retreat. That is natural, not so. But for them, they are trained to confront danger. That is how serious it is for somebody to make the decision to become a soldier. Unfortunately, this incident happened. But the president was here yesterday. He's very sad about what has happened. And I'm sure in the coming days, measures are going to be rolled out to forestall the future occurrence of such a tragic incident.
Na ohwe ensemwa esiye ewo endrada no emo ye pa areho ebefa sakonye so na edi amabusuafo ina ya akọ na wasansam kroya ho ena adehye bi no woto na nanom ewo ensie do no ebi afrika soa eno ewo ewutu senya istimensin no emu ne sayonte no eyade amahwe bedwani wogina mu edema adehye wo ewutu senya ist mame Felix na akoyo okuno wabo anan akwakopie mu ewo ebusuafo a wonom ahwere wonde the
after the incident or the stampede at Elwak Stadium, I was informed around 9 p.m. that Kaswa had a casualty. So I quickly had to dig in to get to the location of the victim, their homes, and then ascertain the situation myself, and also break the news to the family. So at around 10 p.m. thereabout, I went together with my MC to the family house at Opekuma, and we broke the news to the family. Unfortunately for us, this morning we had a call that Kaswa had a second casualty. So we also quickly had to rush to Akwele here, Cross River, to also break the news to the family and sympathize with the family. It's an unfortunate situation. We are all given, but what can we do? It already happened. We just pray that the Lord strengthens all of us in this dry moment. By between 2 and 3, the Deputy Minister of Finance and the the Deputy Minister of Defense would be here with his team to also visit the families of the victims to wish them well and convey a message from the presidency. So we will be in preparation, awaiting their arrival, and we bring them to the family houses.
Oswafo abedi echura wo hwebambo enho ensem eso enafe gender minister enei awrebosem ya enho enso gbanan kokopie mu ewo nipa ba ko wono so fe mu eto na nanom wonse do ebusua ekoma wonom yakọ na wokoduru honom no na aye osu ene adwajo.
Wabra gender minister Mame Agnes na Mumolate ene deputy defense minister Ononyanfo Broja Jemfi ene military officials bie kopie mu ewo efie ahodo a wonomo ahwe wonomo emma no eyade a na nyasem keto kra esanse nusuo pa ena edwa womo a abusua wonomo entimi enkra wonomo nisuo emu na wei na no namo enada de siye ewo Elwak Sports Stadium a eno no ewon kwan wabra wono mu a wokondo se wobekwa akwaka asra adwumakuo no hu ewo mamu yeto nsafre wono mu ese wonu meye screen na afi document ahodo nso no womo mra na wonu mehwehwemu efefa ho a saa to yenchemi esi ye ewo ho Ghana Armed Forces say de nam so asayo esi ye no security protocols ye sese wonu mu efamu obre wonu to nsafre womo no wonu mu ebu so afa ebre kora wonu hye se wonu mu emra no ebi koda ho ebi koduru aham na che ene ade a anu wonu mi na abodompem ewo gate no ano a wonu mu ebi ye no na wobia epre ne ho se wobetimi ewremuo na wetimi akoye ni screen na nam so a sare ho semi esiye ni na emunu Ghana Armed Forces say wonu mu a eprepra ye no emprempre de 37 military hospital and wonu mu ewo eja yasa enu anso hwa gender minister Maame Agnes Namomolate esanso bwanai kopie mu ewo 37 military hospital ekohwe wonu mu a eprepra a wonu mu ewo ho eja yasa
Ye twaka se so na ye de ni akyeremu won semfoforo emu edom kuma ewo mmrahye bedwefie enanei wonum ekase wo se eye district assembly common fund for to a ewo honom sika edemu a wo senka ye de ebo mensini awodro eho ebra no ekwame akoye hye oswafo wo hwe Ghana ye sika sem so Dr. Kasie atofo sen NFA controller and accountant general ye rakwesi eji wonum enam koti kwan bi so akofa sika no e de free photo no emuenu na watch say obesro aban na daroma won kanche sa nipa mienu na won san fa sika no enkoto photo say beye na wa de sika no ebeye de wo say sika no eye ewo mensini awodo no emu.
Between a month of February, March and April, omodi omonsa efa kuntuna se eko board this assembly common fund for musika ba ko de dikan 11.3 million omodi omonsa to so say there be musika no abandon sa to so yamam kwa mamfa ne ye adwuma de to so mienu 3.2 million omonsa de omonsa to so inti wo mu akomni nchiremu omone ka sam no ebobo hu ye complain am say okay ekura wo se maka menwe ye no omde 3.2 million in the buy. You see, I'm no Kasie. Me what documents? Me one krata ewo ha echese still 11.3 million no. Sa this assembly for omo account na ewo Bank of Ghana no. Balance ewo ho na ewo ha. Otro for some dance jimmy wa bochi. Balance before enu nie. And balance after the action 00 chese hwe almost sending na the call. Na amana nso ho a woni de kan. De to so mienu. Ye fie ha yi said ye wa ha yi de bia Minister of Finance ba ye budget a ye hyiahia ebobo hu said be ya enema ye nka mani sie nyina ye be ka manasi enti woni betu amonu mutu ka kire se omotua third quarter ni nyina contractors ahodo these assemblies MPs common for mutua nyina enti ye de eja yes okay ye beji omodi because nobody can catch say 80% of common fund be assembly. When na you say sa na de no na ye krokro de John omutu sika no 4th of November na mutu sika no 11th na mu block account no 12th na mu CP sika ni nyina fi account mu me won krata wa ha me krata no do so pu say tie ni say Minister of Finance era to force any controller adwin sa sama me kobna no dom pre me kan say nkontompo ana say bosremu kana me kan omumbram beka omumfa do kran bram betudwa na I challenge them say someone timi amba beka bibi papa bia na omunya de ombetimi beka bibi papa bia because some make na no kwato do en sadan sayem yes Ewura John Dramani Mahama His Excellency Ghana for bebunu bebre sika bebre no contractors for say tuamuka assembly say releases come no mo de ye adwuma MPs common fund say mo de ye adwuma na mu de sika yi to atoprea na kwan bi so no mu di atam because ye mamra no the constitution e can pe face and Supreme Court ruling in Kodo case no ka say constitutional funds no it will not take the directives of the Minister of Finance and as a controller say be chiro mo say the mo first can here say parliament ye pass common fund formula na obi any to me not even the president na we de mumma winam no nyina mara ka dompe ni so aka na mo sa akokwa dompe ni mo sa say awia dompe ni so aka ho I hope say in some dey betu dwe on beti na sopam no mo anka say I am manyosem na meye ye ma mo kosi ebnada ena kosi bnada no 1.4 billion they must return it and a 3.11 million now mo sweep your moko fire in the month of February no minim somebody call ton koko kitinkiti on said you omudi ko ye you know omo fa sika no mo nan bo omo no fa sika no they should credit DACF account in the Bank of Ghana no in tempaso so 1.4 billion and 11.3 million Ghana cedis.
Akwenhyia hodro a aye a taisi ewo ya kwantempon ahodro so no se ankoye dro bani a dimi katenta na akwakoye se ekwan so kwa ahyanso di anka wo se echechwe kwan ema nipa tumi etwem na bi eni ho eno ne openi power da aye accident support victim foundation no ano aye Reverend Cyril ene wabana akwakopie mu ewo resurrection mission suku pako ewo ho edin chechre akwakoma esuafo kwan a wo befa so na wetwa ekwan ni mu bra akwanhye bia ensi eno achi so no wasan aye nwoma hodro bia wodi besisi kwan ho na aboa ma nkwada no etumi etwa kwan ni mu asomdwe
uta nyina ne se yebeje nkola enkwa na enkwaje no aye threefold nyenti a wo motwa kwan no bebi a wo motwa kwan no ene bebi ese wo motena no motwa kwan akola nim se so twa kwan mu a obegina be getime siesie bebi a de mfa ma akola empe se yan siesie ama wo mu a se ye kire wo mu bebi a motwa kwan nyenti a wo motwa kwan akola ni wo ba be ni patitiri bi so nyam pizza nti ase se ni patitiri no ba be ye ni ntino so okra ne ho yi especially o ya kwan so a so akola no obey very careful obehwe ne ho so yie pa o ma kwanhia bia ento no na afi ya kire wo mu ya kwan no so sedie eso atie senkola ni anya ntiase wo akwan no so a wo mu ankasa no obebo wo bra no eban na afi so wo mu so afa so e dia kire wo mu afefo so mu nam kutuwa omu say zebra cross so mo twem lollipop yes so mu use look left look right look left again before you cross on a highway like this you look left you cross you look right so it the attach the pan no but the titru pan is enkola ewu afini edoso afini ko na wiye afina afino ko na wiye esunkola ewu no over 70% it na ewu hia say ye ya ade ewu na ye be trenkola na nsa akola bi be plan na mpa no nko a wa woni tuase de ye pen school a kola na nenam ya kwa no asi se wo mu anim omo ni hwefo nti se ye kire wo mu no mo ankasa mu form abia bo nse wo nsa na ye ndi wo mu kwa nya sa de a enkola ye be record by 31st se wo no gu Ghana ha no edoso pay you
na no si ye no Madam Pearl Setekla a wo ye kasamafo edema National Road Safety Authority efasa akonya no so ebo Accident Victim Support Foundation Ghana wonu abaso papa se wonu matu wo hu asi wo de nchwetwede ma school fo hwe se wonu betwa kwan mu kwampa so a enkofa kwanhie bia ema
ye hwe enkola ka ebo wa e wo Ghana edoso especially any school areas anything na expert omo adwin mu no omo si would do school area speed limit ni 30 km/h ba wo hwe junction a resurrection power mission school yesia ye ni any road sign ye ni any road marking ye ni traffic light ebe kira driver for say school for the community speed a wo kita from the omo ba na speed na omo kita mu eti ebeye den say school ni ebe twemu a akwanhia enkoto ebi enu nti Accident Victim Support Foundation jumedi amaye omo abesi lollipop stand enu lollipop ka ho ebe dan nkala no traffic light na control traffic ewa ha no National Road Safety Authority ye de ehun di mu pa ni ehun say eye jumedi pa omo edi ebe boa ma driver for nu du ha omu be hu say school for twem omu ejina ma wom na nkwala na twem
The success of this program will depend on the professionalism and direction.
kaseɛbɔ no ɛso na yɛde ani akyerɛ mu nsɛm foforɔ emu na nansɛntɛm ɛna interior ministry ɛde bɛto dwa a wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔde dwumadie sonko ɛbɛhyehyɛ so ɛno ɛyɛ gun amnesty na kyerɛ sɛ wowɔ akodie bi wɔ ho a wo ankasa firi wo pɛm na fakɔma aposifoɔ na nsɛm yi bɛto dwa no Ghana de hyɛ binom na wɔnom kyerɛ wadwen ɛkyerɛ sɛ bi a wɔnam saa kwan ne so ɛpɛ sɛ wɔkyekye nipa a wɔwɔ etuo ɛwɔ wɔn ho neno ɛna nei asoɛyɛ no afra nsɛmtwerɛfoɔ nhyɛ mu de ato Ghanafoɔ yi n'anim sɛ daabi da ɛnyɛ sɛ wɔnom ɛfa saa kwan ne so ɛde akyekye Ghanafoɔ a wɔwɔ etuo anasa akodeɛ ɛwɔ wɔn ho ne mmom ɛbɛboa ɛma nansɛntɛm etuo a yɛyɛ twetwe de kum nipa basa no ɛso etumi ate ɛwɔ my Ghana mu ha.
Trained officers. There are also amnesty officers who are being trained today. Ghanaians must see you not as enforcers coming to punish, but as partners helping them to make the right choice for their own safety and that of their communities. I want to use this platform to allay the fears and concerns of the public that the amnesty is not a trap or a ploy to identify and arrest those who surrender their unregistered firearms. Let me state emphatically again, it is not. The government intention is purely to give every citizen with no criminal intent the opportunity to do the right thing and to hand over their unregistered firearms, patience and respect for every individual you encounter. Build trust, uphold confidentiality, and let your conduct reflect compassion and integrity that define Ghana's security institutions. As part of efforts to strengthen arms control in the country, the proposed National Arms Bill, which will effectively regulate the arms space, is in its final stages and will soon be sent to the Attorney General. Together, we can reclaim our dear nation from the threats of illicit arms and prevent future tragedies. I am confident that this training will equip you to train other officers at the regions and the districts and also enhance your capacity to lead a charge.
Uguso ehwe enwumenu sia bremu kase ewo Nsania television so ye kwan ewo kasoa nyenya no kwantempo no eso antemesi be junction ewo ene edi nsami ye de ebroye toa ensem no eso sebeye na esuafo a wonom ewo Independent Avenue Cluster of School ebenye nsuopa anom etino enei Opportunity International Savings and Loan enafe elders a wonom ewo Asiri Kotopon akawo ho abom akotu boho edi ama school sebeye na enhia obenom no ebetumi akoyie edi ama school no.
Our main focus for sponsoring this project is that together with Ni Amakai the third and also Nakwali the first, we visited some schools within the communities and then we realized that most of the schools were having difficulties when it comes to the supply of water, especially when they use the washroom, water to flash, water to wash their hands and all of that. It was, a main challenge for them. And we all know that water is life. And so Opportunity International decided to partner with Ni Amakai and, as I mentioned earlier on, Nakwale, to ensure that we provide safe, clean water for the clusters of schools around here. So we decided to build a borehole for them and also supply polytanks, which will help in the provision of water then, safe and clean water. The total cost for the installation, the purchase of the polytanks and all of that is around 60,000 Ghana cedis. As a financial institution, our focus is not just provision of financial services, but also corporate social responsibilities.
Wabra wonomo adi ensui ema suku no asiri jasi cheni amakai awoto so miensa ana afei asiri enkoso hema na kole tru papa awodikan wonmu na akopie mu ewo esanse wonum so ka ho bie ana won matimi adi boho yi adi ama suku yi na won nyama de boni jomensa
over 2000 ye bie school to mo dwe yo bie ni ko atwatank ye nubem again 2 weeks a machine nuba wo fe wole gan aga no problem When you back became you netanium, na nu na quadri. Allo, enye pure water. Kene uni ba nu ko a pipe no ba. Obate simple, obate indi, what hey. When you move me, one other she nu mbamufia mona.
This whole project started by when I was made the Queen Mother, which was in December. I've always had an interest for children in particular. And so I decided to approach Opportunity International, considering the fact that they're in the area, to help us solve some of the problems we have in the Ghana schools. Prior to that, I'd been here with Niamakai, and all the schools that we visited first, the main problem was water. And water is life. How can you have a school and not have water? Because sometimes it's 3 months they don't have water here. So this borehole is going to help supply 5 more other schools with water.
Ebusiafo madaru ma yede kase no eko edwedie eni sikasem na ansa na no yebeto nkra abetew. Yansan ema akwa babie de du so ye dwedie ehun ensem na yede to akase ne so e de amamesha se na mesha se e de efri Ghana Mampany Excellency John Dramani Mahama na kachine nei wode ato edwa ahye osoafo wo hwe Ghana yensi kasem so se enei ebro awodro a ebuso ewo edwama so na ekuafo a edo ebro afiwe wonum esu se ebro no se de ne bo no esi ate abafom enunti no aha wo edwadie no wasra say sabri ya yakase ya oswafo wo hwe Ghana yesika sem so wonyi 200 million Ghana cedis enfanto ebro a aka a yento ye no yemfemfiri eye ekuafo wodo eye ebro afi no enchese beye na ebro no ensei
obehu se yekuafo esu mahu bebre a chese omotwa omobro a omunya nipa ento ebro no anase boa ye pese eto ebro no ombeboka enti mehu sano me ka kire finance minister omo another 200 million cedis niemfanto ebro na ebu no niemfanto ho afi etwe mu emu a omutwaye no edasugu ho omuntimi nton enti omo so maka kire buffer stock say omo mboa na omonto emu na omuntimi nton no na edonso omonfanto ho
Eko asantemante mu kropon Kumasi emu na enei edwedifo wonom ewo Kumasi ena epeja wo homene so ekasa ehwese ehwehwe sika ahodro abosom no beso edwumayefo wonom eye aban edwumayefo sika yede ma wo bosom no emu a wose eye kitikiti ensohwe enunti wose aban no won sori waka na wonye bibi emfanfa ho se beye na wo beto eye aban edwumayefo akachiem.
Budget statement enyema ahodo aban no keka de asienie na afi wo hwe akomabosika wo de behwe asoso saa nyoma no ano natimi aboa ma wo man no puntuo akonkan afenso no eba asoye ene sectors ahodo a sede wo mbesifa abo wo no mo ehobra na aboa na ma wo man atumpon ni na aka ho bi wo keka de asienie a wo fa saa akonya no so erekoto dwa ewo emrahye bedwamu na wo hwe afi edia sese no eyade eba fiscal strategy economic policies and afi kwane a obefa so aspendi sika no a eda aban ko so papa se obehwe se enkoye sika na se budget ya di woka ne ahotwere ebebre aban no na afi wo mamu no na encheye ɛna ban ɛrebɛto dwa a wɔtwerɛ sɛ 2026 budget statement ya wɔde akɔto dwa ɛwɔ January afi besi mu no wɔbɛhwɛ sɛ ɛba ɛyɛ aketua ho nsɛm a wɔbɛpagya ɛyɛ sectors bɛyɛ nkron bi a wɔde nkan de din no abɛto dwa na wɔ saa ne nsɛm ɛbɛto dwa no nam so ɛma Ghana de hyɛ dodoɔ no akyerɛ wɔn madwene ɛde afa ho titru ɛne aban enyumayɛfoɔ no wɔde ɛno to nkyɛn a aban enyumayɛfoɔ aketua no ɛyɛ ade a wɔtwerɛ sɛ saban pagya mu ɛbɛboa ama ɛba economic activities no a ɛtumi akɔnkan ɛmpo ɛkɔ edwa ahodoɔ no a sunsuansoɔ no yɛbɛhu ɛwɔ dwom afei nso na de hyɛ bie atwerɛ sɛ nhyehyɛdeɛ ahodoɔ aban de begu apon so no wɔnhwɛ sɛ ɛbɛbie enyuma kwan ma mmaburu titiru a wɔnom ne adwumayɛ ɛwɔ man mu no wɔn betumi nya adwumayɛ ma wɔnom sa akɔ wɔn ano aso abusua ɛsoɔ afei ɛnam nkaneaboɔ nsuoboɔ ɛnsoso no wɔn hwɛ anim sɛ ɛnka wɔbɛhwɛ na wɔhwɛn so kakra na abɔ matemamufoɔ no wɔnom ho ahare wɔn mo akuafoɔ nso so yɛ adeɛ wɔn boa papapa ma economy no ɛkɔ nkan ne sɛnti no sɛ ɛbɛboa ma yɛkɔdwa mu anuane boɔ ɛbɛyɛfoɔ na wɔ bia atimi atɔ bie no wɔsɛ ɛno so yɛ adeɛ hia paa a ɛsɛ sɛ aban no so
Madara Madedu so ɛyɛ agudie ɛho ensɛm na ya krado yɛde bɛto aso sisi na ansa na no yɛ santon krado yɛ toso mienu embrate yɛ ba agudie mu nsɛm ɛto aso.
The heat is everywhere. We are all tired and drained. Our faces are weary. The day feels endless, and life feels heavy. Then it happens. In a world that never stops, discover the refreshment that wakes you up. One sip and everything changes. Wake up with pure hydration. This is Aqua Wella.